Good day guys, this is Ken FX and welcome you all to my channel. So guys, I took a break from posting from my YouTube for like 2 weeks now. You understand? I haven't posted any video for like 2 weeks. You understand? The reason being that like I need to make some changes in the challenge that I'm doing. You understand? The 100k to a million naira challenge. You understand? I need to make some changes, and here are the changes that I've been able to come up to. For the past, I think 1-2 months, I think two, yeah, 1-2 months that I've been trying, that I've been back on this challenge. Understand? It's been really tough. I'm gonna lie, it's been really tough because I noticed after I went back on the challenge, I stopped seeing, good setup like I used to do when I doesn't have any money, and kind of, situations like that. So, and also during those periods that I was doing the challenge, like I said in the structure that I've created, to be able to embark on that challenge, I'll be risking 10,000 naira per trade. You understand? I've noticed that most of the losses that I do take in those few months that I do take are a result of maybe my stop loss not being where they are supposed to be. You understand? Not like I don't know they are not supposed to be there, but then I have to put it there for me to be able to risk that particular amount that I said I'm going to be risking. You understand? Which is very, very important. Risk management, knowing the amount you want to risk and risking it. You understand? But then I noticed that it have cost me like to take some of like unnecessary losses that are supposed to, because if you watch some of my videos, some of them market to just take me out and start going to my direction and stuff like that. So within that last 3 weeks, I think my last video we had break even in the 100k challenge. We had break even. I think we had some little profit on top there about, but then I know that we had to break even. So the next week like this, I took trades. Those trades ended up being losses. Like some of the losses are so painful because like they were not meant to be lost. Like I said earlier, they were not meant to be lost. But due to I have to risk that particular amount that I said I'm going to be risking, I'm using the lowest lot size, which is 0.001 on BTC. You understand? I still took those losses because I have to kind of minimize, my stop loss, reducing my stop loss. You understand? So that it will match the amount that I want to risk. You understand? Which caused some of the like almost like I took 3 losses I did about that last week. The last 2 weeks, a week after I posted. You understand? I took about 3 losses, which were not supposed to be losses. You understand? I think 2 of them were supposed to be win, but because I have to try to make my Excel accommodate, the money that I'm risking, which is the 10k per trade. You understand? I end up taking those losses, so which have resulted in me making some adjustments, and the adjustment is what I'm making this video for. So see the same goal, understand, a million naira in trading, but then now we are taking a different route. You understand? The route we are taking this time around is the propfirm route. So after taking those losses, I took my time, I did some analysis. Then I noticed something that I will be doing, like I'm doing wrong, and kind of how to, manage it, how to, I don't know how to put it, but then, like trading is all about learning. So those previous weeks that I've traded, you understand, I've learned, you understand, now I'm going to implement it. So I noticed that most of my loss have been caused due to me trying to manage my risk. You understand, like risking that particular amount. You understand that I'm meant to risk in that 100k account, which is the 10,000 naira. So now, me buying a profit now, it will help me to accommodate my risk. I wouldn't have to move stops where I'm not supposed to. You understand? I won't have to adjust stop losses that I'm not supposed to adjust. To give me more room, to risk a particular amount, a certain amount that I'm meant to risk, and put my stop loss where they are supposed to be. You understand? And also give me more room for multiple positions, because when I was trading now, I can only open one position because I'm risking thinking. And sometimes if I open one position like this, they may end up like stop loss may end up being more than 10k, which is just me to kind of manipulate my stop to be exactly like that 10k. You understand? Which have cost me which have caused me to lose. You understand? So I'll make that adjustment. So now about a profit. This is profit this took about few traded, but then we are at like almost break even. You understand? Not the 13,000 profits. Then I made it, but we almost at break even. So this plan for this profile that I bought now, you understand, is we are going to be risking $20 per trade. Understand? Risking $20 per trade, and I've added I'll be trading USD CHF, the pair that I've been back testing. So I'm going to be trading it too. So $20 per trade, you open into position 1:4 full TP, 1:2 take out partial, break even. You understand? Take out partial, we break even at 1:2, 1:4, we take our full TP, we are done. You understand? So that is just it for it. And as you can see, I took a couple of trades like when I bought the accounts. I wasn't able to make video due to some technical issues. So this is the first trade here that I took. As you can see on my charts, let me mark it out. I literally took a buy from here. This analysis I did it on the 1 hour time frame. This BTC. I took a buy from this spot here. Because I noticed, and like I was expecting market to push up. So after this consolidation, the market took out this liquidity here. I'm explaining the reason why I took this buy from here, because most people will be waiting for for market to come down to somewhere here, understand, before taking the buy. I'm going to explain you guys what I saw that made me took the buy that I took from here. Understand? So after market took out this liquidity there after consolidation, so it took out that liquidity and also gave us a break of structure here. This is the first break of structure, and this is the second one, the most obvious one. Let's use this one being the most obvious. That is the break of structure there. You understand? So I waited for it to come down, you understand, into this point. Now I would have used this other block here, but I know that market might not necessarily get to this down other block, so I have to use this one, this purple candlestick here. I don't know why I picked it, but then I know it's in a discount zone and it's like it has a fair value gap, you understand. So I just picked it. I don't know, but I just picked it, and market came in. My stop loss was somewhere here. Okay, I was going for 1:4. Now this is where I was expecting market to come. This point my TP was, I think, a little bit above there. My TP was okay somewhere there, like this. So this was the trade, but then something happened, you understand. I opened this trade on BTC USD and then ET, because ET and BTC they like move similar. So I opened one position on BTC USD and two on this thing on Ethereum USD, you understand, because during my week of that week that I step out from trading, I'll be like, I was back testing and looking into the chart. I noticed that BTC and ET they move similar, you understand, and sometimes most of the move happens on ET than BTC. So I took one position there and one position here. So when market got to my Y/2, I took out my partial on BTC, now leaving ET, Ethereum USD. So I basically took out my partial somewhere here, you understand, somewhere here. So but then I was expecting it to come up here, but then due to the partial I have to take it out here. But then this is still the full TP. And as for ET, so this is the setup here on ET. I think ET when I took it from this point. Stop loss was here, and I was going for literally this high somewhere there. Now I'm going to explain to you something else again that I've discovered that will, that will hinder you from being profitable. Profit just like it's hindered me, because I wasn't able to make much on this trade because of this thing that I'm about to explain to you now. Now after doing my analysis, I did my analysis, everything quite alright, you understand. I entered the trade, you understand, because I'm not scared of I'm not scared of executing. I usually execute once market gets to my POI. I just execute. You understand? I've conquered that aspect of fear of missing out. You understand? I just execute. So now, after doing my analysis, I took this buy from here. So I just went on my normal days, scrolling, and I saw a video of someone, you understand, doing like everything he did on the chart was against what I did here. You understand? Then I start to ask myself, what if this person is right and I'm doing wrong? You understand? Now I came back to the chart and started reanalyzing. I know one problem with reanalyzing. You know what they say? Analysis paralysis. I think over analyzing. Now I came back and over analyzed the chart and I came up with, I don't know, something like this market is probably it's probably going to sell from here and might end up taking me out. You understand? And now this was what the person analyzed. Person took his sell from here. His sell from here. You understand? And when I saw it, I'd be like, maybe this person is right and I'm the one wrong. You understand? And I ended up closing my position, hindering me from this massive profit that I would have been in. You understand? This massive profit that I would have been in. I ended up closing this one in about 1:1.8. You understand? 1:1, not even 1:2 that I did on BTC. You understand? So it's kind of very devastating stuff, very devastating. But then it still is what it is. I've made my correction from henceforth. You understand? Anything I do on my chart, that is what is going to stay. I will not let anybody's opinion, change the way I think or maybe the way I do my analysis. I wouldn't let anyone out there. You understand? Maybe I don't even really know if the person understand what he or she is doing on the chart. You understand? To come and manipulate my own chart. Anything analyzed from today henceforth is what I'm going to stick to, and I urge you guys to also do the same thing. Because I know some of it, the reason why you are taking losses is because maybe you are looking at someone else's chart, you understand, and be like, this person did this chart, maybe I'm wrong, I'm not, this, I'm that, just like I did. You understand? That hindered me from, making this profit that I did here, that I was supposed to make here. You understand? But then it is what it is. I've made the adjustment and the correction. You understand? We ain't buying nobody else's idea. You understand? If it's not my idea, it's nobody else. Like, I'm not just going to take it. So that is it. And this was, so I'll close this one here, I think in about 1.8, not even 1.2. So it should be somewhere here, which is very poor. You understand? At least I would have made at least 1% of that account. And even I waited, I didn't buy that person's idea, and I waited for this thing to hit full TP. I would have make at least 1%. You understand? So this 180, and also took a trade on the CHF, just the CHF. Let me see. Yeah, this was the trade I took on CHF, because this was the last breakout structure here that occurred to the upside POS, and the origin that caused it was somewhere here. So when CHF came in here, I took my buy from there. Like I told you guys, executing is not really my problem. I do execute. You understand? Once it's my analysis and you get to my POI, I do execute. My stop loss was somewhere here. So I'm going for 1:4. So I was expecting it to come and take out this relative equal highs here, this liquidity point. I was expecting it to come and take it out. Expecting it to come and take that out, but you see what he did. He went straight to my Excel and also kept going down, kept on going down. So this is just basically it for the week. You understand? So I'm talking basically about 3 trades. I took about 3 trades. You understand? 2 break even and I lost 1, and I think I took another trade yesterday. Let me go to it. I don't know, I can't really check my phone to see the trades that I took. You understand? Because that's what I'm using to do the video. But then I'm going to, during the editing, I'm going to give you guys a P&L for the week. So that's just basically it. We are not changing anything. We are not changing, like, we are not doing something different. It's still a challenge, 100k to a million, but this time around we're taking a different route, you understand, which is going to be more easier and more beneficial for me, you understand. So guys, I urge you guys to join me in the journey, you understand. Click the subscription button. You guys should please subscribe. Subscription is free of charge, you understand. They ain't charging you any shit, you understand, to subscribe. It's totally free, you understand. Even if you don't like the content, you don't like what I put out there, but for the sake of people that might want to get to see my content, you understand, just like and subscribe. You can even mute the channel after you've subscribed if you don't like, maybe the way I do my video or maybe anything, you understand. But then just subscribe and mute, you understand. So basically I appreciate that. I'm on a challenge of getting to 1 million subscribers, before if I complete second year in trading. You understand, by February will make me 2 years in trading. So I need to know if I will meet up that challenge, and if I does, it will be a good thing for me, and I will urge you to help me, to support me and grow, you understand. Let me be able to meet up that challenge. So I do appreciate that. Thank you. Peace out.